Welcome back, House Cats.
Welcome back, everybody.
House Cats.
Great to see you guys. How was your week, dude?
Man, my week was excellent. How was yours?
Yeah, it was good, man. I can't complain. Yeah. I golfed today.
I noticed that.
I golfed today, and I love golf. I love golfing, and I haven't been able to golf a lot because life and COVID and working and all this stuff. But I got to golf today, so I'm in an especially good mood. I shot well. Yeah, I'm like an old man, dude.
You know that golf is a sport. You have to stretch,
dude. I try not to because it's a little embarrassing to stretch for golf because it's not really like that athletic. I mean, there's fat people who kill at golf. You know what I mean?
You're sore.
But I will say I played well. It was a good time. I got to. It's good because you're outside. It's like 4 hours of just like vibing, and it's a little competitive too. So you get some of the juices flowing.
I like that.
I enjoy it, man.
A lot of contracts are made on the golf.
And it's very business. Course. We talk a lot of business. Yeah. You know, I think it's. I don't like the fact that it's usually relegated to like old guys. People talk like, oh, it's an old guy sport. It's like, dude, it's kind of dope.
A couple of business deals from me would happen on the golf course.
Really?
At Top Golf. But
it's a different type.
And you know what you need for golf?
What?
Patience. And my patience is running thin for Jen.
Nice transition. I like that.
She pissing me off. But we'll get into it. Go
ahead. Well, let's see. We jump into this episode. You know, we do a couple just smash cuts. You know, we got Whitney talking to her husband. We got Jen wants to sleep in bed with her boys, and the boys are rolling her eyes. Just classic mom shit.
And you got Heather opening up her business finally, whatever.
I will say that was kind of cool. See, I wanted to talk about that.
You want to talk about that? Let's go.
Because I think, like, we're realizing now this chick's like a badass.
I like Heather.
Right? Yeah. This chick's a badass. Like, she's owns multiple like locations of this business. She's opening up a new big one. She's crushing it. And by the way, she's completely alone.
Yeah.
There's no husband to help.
No.
There's no trust fund. Like on her own, she's building this empire. Everyone else is a little wishy-washy. You don't know because there's a lot of like possible family help. She's on her own. She's fully on her own. She's killing it. She's being an amazing mom. For me, I felt like she went from this kind of cringy chick to like becoming a front runner to me in regards to like quality.
I agree.
Like killing it as a mom, businesswoman, badass. And she's not as needy as she once was.
No, she's not. She's kind of like settling in her role on this show. Yeah. And I love her transgression. Like when you see Jen, you see like, come on, someone's perpetrating a fraud, right?
There's a lot going on there.
Okay, all right, we'll get to that. When we see Mary, we see a person. Okay, Lord, she's gonna be like the outfits never match. You see Lisa, businesswoman. You see Meredith, she's trying to find her own business, a stable relationship. She talks to her husband like a child, but her child talks to her like they're on the same level. I don't know. When you see and when you see Heather, you see like a loving, caring. Like I look at her. Like she can be the mother that someone never had. She can be the sister that they always wanted, and she can be the wife that you would dream for.
She really has become a badass.
I like her. Yeah,
I like her a lot.
Yeah, remember I wasn't a fan
in the beginning.
It
was a little like cringy friend vibes.
Yeah, but now
she's turning a corner.
I love it.
So big ups to Heather.
Minding her business, but starting business. I love that.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, that's Heather.
Minding her business, but starting one.
Yeah,
I like it.
No problem.
That's what we should all take like a page out of her book. Because I will say that's always good. You don't want to be a gossiper. You don't want to be a shit talker. Nah. You want to just be out there killing it.
Was having fun on the jet skis by herself. We'll get to that again.
Okay, so Meredith then gets so then we got another Meredith call. So Seth gets back.
Yes. Well, before Seth gets back, they're going to have this snowmobile excursion that Jen invited all the housewives and their significant other.
Wait, wasn't that at the end?
No, I thought the snowmobile.
That was at the end. Snowmobiling was at the end of the episode.
It was?
Yeah.
But I'm saying he was back for that.
Got it. Oh. Sorry. So you're saying Seth came back for that excursion?
For that reason.
Yes. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, Jen invited everyone except our girl, Mary.
I thought you were jumping all the way to the end. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
No, wait, no, bro, because it's a lot. I didn't even get to Jen yet.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So that's the reason why he's in town.
Right, he's in town for that.
But she FaceTimes her, I don't know what Brooks is at this point.
He's just a basket case and a handful.
Dude, you're 21. Okay, listen. I don't give a damn. Like if you're acting like you're 8 years old and your dad missed your school play.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so over the top at this point.
No, you have like, one sweatsuit
with
8 different people wearing it, and the fact that you said, "Mom, I need you need more of my stuff."
Mom,
go ahead.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Brooks. What are you doing? I'm just at the shop chilling.
Well, I mean, I need 4 new sweatsuits delivered to 4 stores. Wait.
What? 4 stores? What do you mean?
I mean, 1 each per store. No one's buying them, but I think we should deliver them. And I want you to do it.
Well, here's the thing, Brooks. You have too much enthusiasm in your voice. Okay.
Mom, I know. I'm insane.
Well, look,
I'm so
crazy. Look who's here. Your dad. Say hi to your dad.
Hi. Why didn't you come to my birthday? And why didn't you come to my best friend's birthday? And where have you been my whole life? I mean, it's just like, dude, like, first of all, demanding your mom deliver sweatsuits to retailers. It's like, last time I checked, that's your business.
Come on, man.
Why are you asking your mom to do this?
You're 21. Get off her nipple. Okay. I'm pretty sure I want to get on.
I think he's breastfeeding.
Yeah, well, shit. With Meredith and that beautiful figure. By the way, Meredith saw our clip and she loved it,
dude.
Yeah,
thank you, Meredith, for the shout out.
I love Meredith. Yeah,
Meredith and Lisa, they're engaging with us. We love you, ladies. We want to have you on.
Yeah.
This is a call.
Meredith, I want to talk to you personally about your son. Okay, he needs to get off the nipple. Now, I'm pretty sure you're young. Probably have nipple rings. I saw through the shirt. Never mind. I apologize, Queen. You have a beautiful body. I apologize. Now, I'm saying this. I want to talk to you personally. I love what you and Seth got going on. Seth confessed to you, Meredith. He did. He said, I want to work this out. And the fact that you understood, and you taught me a valuable lesson. I'm talking to her right now.
I'm going to go start texting for people.
You taught me a valuable lesson, Meredith. Separation brings each other closer. Now, what I mean by that is you needed your space so you can understand the space that you need. You wanted Seth to be right there with you. And I love that. And not only did Seth understand that, you understand that. And as a woman's standpoint, you still want to be your own businesswoman. And I love that. Now, Seth, don't mess up because I'm right here waiting. Go ahead, man.
Okay, that's all nice.
Oh, shit.
I have a different take on it.
Whoa.
I think women are masterminds when it comes to making men beg.
What do you mean?
Check this out.
Okay.
So we got her. She's like, I'm not really interested that much. And maybe we do need time apart and all this stuff. And he's moping and he leaves.
It hurts. I felt him. I felt it.
He leaves.
Okay.
The whole time she's gone, the whole time he's gone, she's like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to get back together. I don't know if we really have it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he comes back.
Okay.
And he goes, I'm willing to do anything.
Yeah.
I hated our time.
That's what you do. Yeah.
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 If you work 1%, I'll work 100%.
Mm-hmm. I heard him say that.
I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
And then she goes, yeah, I guess I did miss you. Yeah, I guess I do like you.
Wait, time out.
I think women.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
Are looking for men to beg for their love. And when a man kind of starts acting like he doesn't need her around, she'll find a way to go, you do need me. So she created the separation. She made him feel like he might lose her.
Okay.
To make him then beg for her back. And then immediately she snaps into, oh yeah, I did miss you. Like, da, 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 da.
Let me ask you a question.
You saw her face light up when he starts begging for her again.
Now, what kind of beg? You mean like Boys to Men beg or Trey Songz beg?
I wish I knew the references you're talking about. Whatever the one that says, I want you to beg for me again, and then I'll love you again.
Oh, so you talking about Teddy Pendergrass. Okay, I didn't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Thanks for translating that for me.
Okay.
So for me, I think it's an issue of like, it's as simple as she wanted him to grovel a little bit and feel like I might lose her. And then once he recognized that, she was like, okay, cool, I'll take you back.
So the whole time you think Seth was just pondering on the situation on how can I get my girl back?
I think that she wanted that. Like that's all she wanted out of him.
He was miserable.
Was to be like in her hand again.
But why would she want him to do that? He has a job. He's out there in Ohio by himself. Like he has work to focus on, and this is going. It's driving him crazy. You know that.
And that's what she wants.
What?
It's like the same concept as this.
Okay.
When you go tell your girl, I'm gonna go out with the boys tonight.
Yeah.
You kind of feel. Why do you feel kind of bad?
Because when I'm with the boys, when I'm with the fellas, that's like kind of like what I used to do.
Right.
Like I feel I'm having fun.
And do you think that she ever feels bad when she's out with the girls?
No, because she's having a good time.
Why is that? See?
She's having a good time.
Yeah, but why do you feel bad when you go out, and why does she not feel bad when she goes out?
I don't know, because
it's because she wants you to feel a little bad when you go out.
Well, she says have a good time.
Yeah, but she is.
So you saying she doesn't
giving
remember
you vibes throughout the day, throughout the fight, to make sure you remember her, to make sure you go, hey, don't fuck this up, don't mess up what we have.
Because don't act like you're single with your boys.
And just remember that like you don't have me. I could always kind of leave. Like I'm never a sure thing. And I think women have that in them. That's why guys are always a little bit on edge.
Well, let me just tell you, my queen got me trained. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right.
You're speaking from a trained man.
Oh, bro, you ever listen? My homeboys invite me out. They stop inviting me out because I'm so in love. They was like, man, hey, let's go out. I was like, cool. Can I bring my girl? Like I'm starting. Yep. That's how much they invite. Yep. Like, you come in with a +1? Like, let's just stop. Yeah. So
Seth is going to be FaceTiming Meredith during business meetings.
Oh, 100%.
So that is what's going on. Is that he was trying to maintain this kind of, I'll do what I want, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
And she said, let me rewrite this script for you. You're going to be begging for me when you come back from this trip. And now I got you right where I want you.
Well, I love a woman with a plan. So that just makes me love Meredith even more. So
I personally think that she basically got him to beg.
Okay.
Beg for her again. He begs. Before it was like they were argumentative. He wasn't giving in. Yeah. He was well, you're this way. Well, you're this way. Well, you're this way. Well, you're this way. Now we see it.
I remember the phone situation. He don't give a damn about her phone.
Now
she's like, sure, I'll buy you another phone just to show you I don't give a damn. Like he's willing to do anything to have Meredith back. And he's
apologizing for shit he doesn't even know what he's apologizing for. He's like, and I'm sorry for my emotional discrepancy. Like he's making shit up. He doesn't even know what he's apologizing for. He's just trying to think of things to apologize to get her back.
I'm sorry I pulled that fire alarm.
I'm so sorry that I put my socks on and the one wasn't matching the other that one time. I shouldn't have done that. Like he's just trying to search for shit. And
she said you need to apologize for missing Brooke's play. Add that in there.
Even though I wanted you to leave and I was the one. And that's another thing. She even put him on the phone and said, hey, isn't this sad that Brooks is sad that you didn't show up? Even though during the interview she goes, oh yeah, it was my fault.
Took total accountability.
So now she has him apologizing for that. She has him apologizing for everything.
If I'm Seth, hey, listen, Ain't Too Proud to Beg is one of my favorite Temptation songs. So always remember that. You're good with me.
And a woman's powerful because we know this about them too.
Yeah.
We know that they're doing this to us, yet we haven't been powerless over it.
Well, women run the world.
That's what I'm saying.
So the value of a woman is like through the roof. So just a woman that that been with for years and a good one, you're not about to let that go.
Nope.
I beg. I was begging with them. I was like, Seth, do you need any? I got some apology. I need to right my wrongs.
I thought Seth was gonna start folding clothes like in the shop.
And
like, look, can I get anything for you? Like I'll take the trash out. He started like, can I get an internship here?
You said Brooks need his sweatsuit right here.
Where does he need them delivered? He's like,
well, shit, it's the same one, baby. You sure I'm doing this the right?
He's like, I don't see any differences. Am I missing one of them? Like that's the way it's supposed to be. All right, then we got Lisa and her dude at dinner.
Queen Lisa,
another trainer.
Yeah.
Another professional man trainer.
Perfect. Let me just tell you how, again, she had his man trained. Guess who shows up first? Old Johnny boy.
Making sure the table's ready. Wiping off any extra shit.
Underneath Barlow. I'm sorry, I don't see a John Barlow. Lisa Barlow. Okay, right this table. Right this way. Sitting there. I don't know how long he was waiting, but Lisa just comes strutting in, beautiful. Lisa Barlow. Oh I think my husband's already here. Oh yeah. That miserable guy in the back. Okay, yeah, he's good. So go to the table.
He's crying. I don't know why he's crying, but he's back there.
Back there.
You go grab him.
Yes.
So he's in the back. They start talking about work balance.
Oh, before she talk about work balance, you got to understand. Lisa did a little bragging a little bit. Everyone knows her at the club.
Yeah. She's like, I'm basically
that.
The person that nowhere I go, I can't get a reservation. Like she's balling.
She is what Jim wants to be.
100%.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. So before,
No. Right. So then they start getting into the work balance.
Yeah.
work-live balance, which is tough because it's like they're both killing it. They're both busy. They're both this and that. But I think the husband's feeling a little bit like, hey, like, we don't really know our kids.
You don't. The dude, he wants to meet Post Malone. He didn't know if he knew any Post Malone songs.
He wants out.
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting because she wasn't bending on it at all. Like, he was kind of getting sad. You could tell he was getting sad a little bit about the fact that, like, hey, like, I don't feel like we're kind of missing out on the kids and blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, well, maybe we should just start involving them in the businesses. And I was like, that's classic. Like, instead of being like, I need to make more time for my kids, you're like, well, I'll just hire them as employees. That cracked me up. I was just like, oh my God.
I completely agree. I completely agree. Like, she just got a compliment for her friends. Like, oh my God, I don't know how you pull Sundance off. She's on a high.
She's on a high.
Why would you slow down right now when you have full momentum?
Right.
Work, baby.
Right.
She's like, yo, she made a great point. You think Warren Buffett took a day off to build his empire? So, John, you either pucker up, suck it up, or leave. Because, again, Lisa, I'm in the wings. I'm waiting, baby. So I'm but again, I love how she kind of like reflected in her interview. She was like, my kids, and she almost broke. Here's the thing.
Yeah, she got sad there for a minute. I was like, oh, okay. But she wasn't feeling that in the conversation she was having. She was feeling like, I'm a businesswoman. And he's like, yeah, I get it. But like, can we just find a mix here? Like,
I think that now she like kind of, because also I follow her on Instagram and all her posts is like all her kids. And now she's like trying to understand them. So, but I think during that moment, she was just like so business driven. Like all she saw was the business. I don't know what the business is. They never said it, by the way.
Well, I think it's the tequila. It's like the
I know it's the tequila, but what else?
It's like the marketing stuff they do for Sundance. I think they have a couple different businesses.
Isn't Sundance once a year?
Yeah, but I think it takes a long time to like probably prep, I'm guessing.
All right, whatever.
But I'm sure they do other events too and other things like that. Either way, they have businesses, they're busy, they make money, whatever.
Yeah.
And I get both sides, but I do kind of agree that like from his end, he was probably feeling a little bit like, dude, like he probably doesn't want to give up his work, and he's kind of trying to hint that she needs to be a little bit more like at home.
Too late.
And she's already addicted.
Too late.
She's fully addicted to like the work pile. And we, let's be real, we both have chicks who kill it and who are business ladies who like work a lot.
Correct.
So we know that is like, once they're in, they're in.
They're in. There's no holding back.
And if they got work to do, like our ladies will shut down everything to get the work done.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
So, and here's the thing with Lisa. She's what, mid-30s, like early 40s? I think she's mid-30s. Right? She looks young.
She's 32. Sure.
Okay, yeah. Again, I like her.
Alex is like, I don't know, you're 29. Yeah, I don't know. Perfect.
I don't know. But it's too late for her to learn how to cook.
That's true.
Why would she want to become a midwife?
She makes too much money to learn how to cook.
Thank you. Why would she want to be a midwife? Look, the guy, she was like, yo, I'm pretty sure she said her son, John, I forget his name, but he needed a math tutor. And like, you think mom would like, yo, okay, I'll help you with your homework. No. She was like, I'll hire.
She's like, I'll delegate that task.
Yes, that's it.
I'll get unemployed to handle that.
Solve it. Problem solved. Boom. Next one. Mommy's knocking off the checklist and still be getting like work done.
She's like, let's see.
That's all she knows.
Balance the checkbook, 401ks, my sons. Yep. It's like, it's just a part of the business.
She's not giving an inch. And John, the more she started like conversating during that conversation and she started speaking, the sadder John got. He was just shrinking.
He's like, oh no, it's just not going to work. I thought I could convince her, but it's not going to work.
And he was like, at the end of the day, he was like, yeah, you're right.
He's like, remember your training. You are trained.
Come on, man.
But yeah, it was tough because it was kind of tough to see them both basically be like addicted to work, but at the same time have kids. And that's what we were talking about last week. It's like, dude, when you're in that zone, you're kind of like, shit, like I have to kind of choose some of these moments. But when you say yes to kid, it kind of does mean no to work sometimes. Yeah. So you kind of have to decide
that balance.
Now let's go to rehab.
I'm trying to get to the snowmobile. All right. Go ahead.
I mean, we got a couple things to cover, but we can go right to the end and then come back.
Well, shit. Well, I also the ride up to the rehab situation. I think that Whitney and her dad's storyline, it's not like gravitating to like. I mean, well, it's not standing out, but it's so important.
See, for me, it was a little bit like brutal. I was kind of like, dude, this guy is getting his whole life paid for by his daughter.
30, yeah.
And then he has the audacity to be like, actually, I want to get out instead, and I want you to give me a bunch of money to start my businesses.
He doesn't want any roommates.
He doesn't want roommates, so he's getting picky, and I'm just a little bit like, bro, like, where do you get the nerve to demand all this?
Well, and they have like people out there like that. Like the fact that Whitney had to say out her mouth, my dad, since he had me, I owe him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he lists all the money he dished out. Like, dude, that's your child. Like,
how much money did you say?
$30,000 for her. She had to pay for rehab, but and then she had like a fender bender. Like I don't know how much he paid for. And how petty are you to like write a list? That's your goddamn daughter, right? Like, and for open the salon, I seen your hair. Okay, the beanie looks better. Okay, I don't know. I don't understand what he's tripping off of, but I think that is important because that notion of like your kids are supposed to take care of you and get older. You like that. No, you gave them the point of having kids, have fruits of your labor, is to teach them, watch them learn from their experience, and let them glow. I mean, you know, grow without, you know, any kind of make them make their own mistakes, like make them blossom.
Yeah.
But the fact that they have parents out there that think the kids owe them. It's crazy. Now it's more. Now he's what's her dad's name? Whatever. I don't.
Steve.
Who the hell? Steve. Whatever. Yeah. He looks like a Steve. And with a mop. Steve Mop.
Steve Metalhead.
Yeah. But the fact, like, it's parents out there that think like kids are supposed to take care of it.
So weird.
So I think, like, again, it's not like exciting, but it's very important for that conversation because Whitney showed a lot of patience.
Oh my gosh, she was so patient. It was insane.
Right there. And by the way, she had her husband and she loves her husband.
Husband was cool too. He was like, hey, I think it's good for you to be here. Like, he wasn't freaking like, if I would have been the husband, I'm like, what'd you just say? I'm going to pay for your businesses? Like, get out of here, dude. What are you talking about?
He let Whitney handle it. Yeah. He was like, yo, this is my queen. I trust her. And she was so patient. And she was like, okay, let me just digest what you just said, right? You said, well, how are you going to start the salon? You're going to need help. So basically you're saying you want me to help you out.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not doing that.
No.
Like, for one, like, no, you're a grown.
Well, it's like, dude, like, you just got out. Like, you just in this, she's paying for everything.
Everything.
And then now all of a sudden you're just kind of like, by the way, I'm kind of done with this and I'm going to quit early and I want you to pay for my new businesses. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what world are you? Because like he goes, yeah, I'm ready to get this thing started and get out in life. And she goes, and how are you going to pay for that? He's like, well, I will need help with some of that. Like, but and also, to be fair, at the end of the conversation, I don't know. It was good. It wrapped up
great.
well.
It was great. I don't know if that was for TV.
Yeah, it felt like a weird cut.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Like all of a sudden they cut it. It was just like, but I love you and everything's great. And I'm kind of like, what happened to that whole thing where he was like demanding money from you?
You
like,
with me, right? Because they probably was like, wait, bro, wait.
They took like a 30-minute chunk out. And exactly. It's like, and I love you so much and thank you for all you've done. And I'm like,
they were like, oh, they thought it was a joke. Then he realized, well, I want you to pay for me. And then remember all of them. Oh, it was like, there was a cut. Wait, you serious? Yeah. This is not for TV? Oh, you for real? I was like,
dude,
oh shit.
It was bizarre.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, but again, I really believe he probably like cut for those cameras. But I think that guy thinks like Whitney's making all his money. You just got married to your husband,
or you think it's your money because she has money. It's your money somehow. Like
I don't know. But either way, that was
my dad's money is not my money. I'll tell you that much. If my dad makes some money, I can't call him and be like, that's mine, right?
Yeah.
He'll be like, what?
Shit. My dad helped me out of plenty of times and I return the favor. But the fact that he thinks like all this money I'm getting now is his, nah. He
doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go to Jen and Meredith. Well, I guess not. No. It's the whole crew snowmobiling.
Well, let's not. Yeah, I was just about to say Coach Shaw and the whole crew. Go ahead.
Coach Shaw. Which was a shocker.
I love Coach Shaw.
We saw him. He finally shows up.
Man, he deserves better. Go ahead. You take it away now.
So they're cruising out there doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Who we missing?
Mary.
I mean, that's the first of all.
How petty.
First of all, we haven't seen her yet.
No. And we're like 30 minutes in, right?
We're 30 minutes in. Maybe 40 minutes in.
40 minutes, yeah.
We see her for 1 second with a quick, just a little comment, her and her son talking about the Gucci purse. Excuse me. So it is, I didn't even think about it until that moment where I go, whoa, like I haven't seen Mary this whole time and she's not invited.
Yeah.
And everyone's here.
Yeah.
Slap in the face.
Now,
the first obvious real slap in the face.
Yeah. Well, and again, I think that I hate Jen with a passion, and I love Mary, but at the same time, I'm gonna be on Jen's side for a little bit.
Okay.
Who wants to see her husband, Mary husband, that old guy on a snowmobile? Like, does that snowmobile comes with a handicap parking sign? Because I
have a feeling, yeah. Maybe Mary got invited and she turned it down.
Because I mean, God, what is he? He unless he go out there with like drenched and icy hot.
Like a cane.
Yeah, like, yo, he's going to be sore. Like, she has to drive and it's embarrassing. Like, nah.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I seen that body. I seen that man's body.
It's not built for snowmobiling.
I was just about to say, it's not built for outside.
It's not built for outside. It's built for the couch.
So again, but Jen didn't do Ivory's reason.
But let's be honest, she didn't invite her.
Okay, so go ahead.
She probably said, well, she wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
But so we go there. Everybody's cruising around. Have you ever been snowmobiling?
Never.
It's fun. It's a good time. Do you like the snow at all?
Yeah, I did Big Bear one time in December, like 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't been in the snow in a long time.
Snowboarding.
I will say, like, the older I get, the more I'm like, kind of like the heat.
You do?
Yeah, I just am less, like, I used to snowboard all the time as a kid, and then these days I'm just a little bit more like,
I like the heat.
Do I really be freezing cold all the time? And I'm like, I think I'll just stay in LA.
It costs so much money to snowboard.
It's so expensive.
I was like, what the hell is this?
It's like $200 for one ticket, and then you got to get the snowboard, and then now it's like rentals and all that. It's crazy expensive.
You got to drag. You got 1 foot on the board, and 1 foot you got to walk in the snow.
And it's wet and freezing and cold, and you're just kind of like, why am I doing this again?
When I went snowboarding, I bust my ass for 2.5 hours. The last lap, I was like, okay, I got it now, because you got to balance in the middle. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm good. I was like, let's do it again. No, I'm sorry, the park closed. You motherfucker.
That's the thing too, is it's like, it's a big learning curve. Like, so for me, I grew up like by the beach, so I was like always surfing and stuff like that. So it came a little more natural for me. I was skateboarding and surfing as a kid.
Okay.
But that's the only reason why. It's because like I grew up on a board. Mm-hmm. But if you didn't grow up on a board, like it takes a long time to get like comfortable.
2.5 hours. I fell every time.
But you can take like weeks of like going out every day to slowly get a little bit better. So it's and you're eating, you're like falling and like hurting yourself. It's a little bit overhyped to me these days.
They have a beginner's hill. They have an intermediate hill, and they have the
black diamonds and everything. Yeah,
I went on the expert.
And you just got wrecked.
Well, this is the time where I finally got it.
Oh, you got it.
And it was, these guys was doing like tricks. These kids was like, move, loser. I was like, wait, hold on, time out.
Beat it, nerd.
Yeah, exactly. And I knew I was going to have a bad day because I was on an expert black diamond. These were all the advanced people are. I was getting off and I fell. And then this how I knew it was advanced. A guy just he just did like a trick over me. I was like, you mother. Shit, that was pretty good.
And kicked you in the head.
But shit, that was pretty good. Did a whole ollie on top of my head.
You don't want to be falling off the lift on a black diamond because it immediately signals to everyone like, this guy doesn't have
you don't belong here.
You know what I mean? You got to stay down below.
They was like, so when you fall, they have people who help you. They was like, bro.
Right. And that's already embarrassing.
Scoot to the side.
It's already embarrassing.
It's already embarrassing.
You already feel like you're a kid drowning in the pool and the lifeguard has to save you in front of all your friends.
All my friends. They was like, bro, what do you do?
Sir, and like some woman is just helping you. Some old lady's just like, sir, let me help you. And like pulling you. You're like,
Get your ass up off me. Your ass up off. And then you see, here's the thing, when you fall on the big, so they have the lift over you, and these guys hitting these tricks, and I fell. They was like, hey, bro. I was like, what's up? Go to the other side, loser.
Yeah, like, right. You're like, I made friends.
Yeah, they was like, lose.
And they're like, get your bitch ass out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're about to stay right there. We're about to hit a trick over you.
We'll bring up the nurse.
Yeah, something like that.
They'll put you like in one of those sleds and like let you go down.
I hate those goddamn ambulance.
Oh my
sleds.
gosh, people are just in there like, so embarrassing,
so crazy.
Coach is there, and I will say, dude, like that guy was MVP of that adventure.
Yeah.
He was so funny, so entertaining, charming.
Charmed the shit.
Everyone liked him. Like I was blown away by that. Like he took the whole thing. Not like blown away that he couldn't do it. Obviously, he's a coach. He's like super charismatic. But the fact that he showed up and he just killed it, I was like, damn, Jen, you kind of won that one.
Coach Shaw won.
But I mean the fact that like she kind of showed all her friends that like I kind of have the coolest husband.
Yeah. Well, and goes to my next point. Coach Shaw, you deserve better. Now I slid in his DMs.
Fired.
I slid in his DMs. I don't know if he whatever. But I want to know. I want to tell you this. The guy. Now here's two things. I have a lot of guys like that, like charismatic, cool guy. When they impress their woman, like their lady friends, and they knock it out the park. They usually don't have, that's a test for them to do stuff behind their back.
Oh, so you think Coach Shaw is...
Well, he says recruiting is all year. I'm big in sports. Recruiting is only seasonal.
Yeah, like last time I checked.
Yeah. You don't be in Australia all that time.
You're not recruiting overseas all year for college football.
No. And this is how I knew he was lying. Now, again, Jen is Jen.
Right.
You know, you have your opinion on Jen. Sure. We all do.
Sure.
Jen needs to go. I put her in the same box as Brooks. When the guy goes, when I saw Jen, and she was the prettiest woman I ever seen in my life, I was like, okay. You putting 10. You putting 10 on 100.
You're charming.
You're charming
people, but you're lying.
You're lying. Okay, and then he asked her to a dance, and then Jen arrogant was like, my cousin coming. Whoa.
Like all her cousins. Okay, I don't know how many it is, but I'm not in those streets. Her hair, like whatever. What is she like? Samoan, right? Yeah, she's like Hawaiian or Tongan or something like that.
Tongan, yeah, she's Tongan. All right, I don't know how that
families.
Big families.
Big families.
They roll deep.
Oh yeah.
So you mean to tell me this guy had?
I guarantee there was 10 people there.
Cause I watched Moana and it was like a lot of
big way.
It was a lot of but yeah. So the guy is just like
she probably pulled up with like 8 people, 10 people.
He's killing it,
and he like paid for all their food and everything.
Thank you. So I'm like, yo, this guy is really a coach.
Yeah,
he's like a motivational guy. So yeah, he killed it for me.
Killed it, yeah. and I agree with you. He's a little too charming. He's a little too sweet talker.
For that click, yeah.
I think he's, he might be a little bit of a ladies' man.
Hey, man, listen, ladies are men.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means, but I liked it. I feel like you started that and then you did no idea where it was going to go, and then you just kind of mumbled out of it.
I mumbled that.
That was cool. But yeah, I do agree. Like, it was like, okay, Mr. Sweet Talker. He hugged Heather. Heather's like, yeah, I got to go work. He's like, you get it, girl. And he gave her a hug and was like,
the only person that was,
he's
a player, because he saw, listen, single women, when they're around a couple, are the most vulnerable.
Yes.
They was like, oh my God, I wish so he hugged her, like, oh, you killed it. Like, and she's out there killing it, by the way.
She was.
And that wasn't a hug. That didn't warrant a hug, but he gave her one.
He let her know.
I see that. I saw that.
In the wing.
Now, had there a couple episodes, went home with a black guy.
She did.
You don't think Coach Shaw
end alive?
You don't think Jen told her that? You know what I mean? Like, hey, guess he
was like, funny. She got with Jerry or whatever.
He was like, Jerry. I know Jerry. Hold on, Jerry with the dress. Yeah, him. Okay. Haven't heard him or seen of him.
I think he's dead. But
let me just.
I do like the fact that she's into that.
Let me give her that hug. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Okay, he's out there feeling it around. Mm-hmm. And then they go to, like, so he's all talking. He's like, this and that, and the most beautiful, and he's being charismatic and interesting, and everybody's listening and going, oh, you're so great. And then they cut over to Seth, and I'm like, Seth, how long are you in town for? He's like, a week. And they're like, okay, anyway, coach. That was like all he added. He didn't go, a week, but I'm looking forward to it. It was just like,
a week.
6 days.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
But
like, so funny.
He's already on a high because him and Meredith was making out, kissing. Mm-hmm. It alarmed Whitney. That hold on, that doesn't look like
That's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard. So that alarmed her enough to the point that she goes and tell Heather, like, yo, Jen told me that Meredith was seeing another guy. Mm-hmm. And then our girl Heather loved her so much. She was like, I'm not about to ask her. That's none of my business. I'm not about to ask her.
But what did Heather say?
But she was like, before Jen and Jen told her about Meredith, they seen a picture of her, and it didn't look like she was trying to work on her marriage. It looked like she was outside. Yes,
that means we have photo evidence.
Yeah. But Heather and Jen made a pact not to say anything. So Heather was like, hold up, you're being fake.
Because you talked to Whitney.
You're talking, you run and tell that. So that was like, oh, I can't tell this woman my business.
I want to see the pics so bad.
It's probably
like,
me.
What are the pics?
Not gonna lie to you. I did some things a couple of summers ago. This last summer.
I was in Salt Lake City doing a show.
I was in Wise Guys.
It did look similar to a girl I did hook up with.
I was in Utah.
Dude, here's the thing. I want to know what that picture looks like, because is the picture one of those like, oh, it kind of looks like they were just giving each other a side hug, or was it like they were out together, or like, do you think Meredith was like testing the waters out?
Who takes pictures of her? Like, who took those pictures?
That's true.
Like, she wasn't a celebrity yet.
There's always that one friend that's like down for you cheating. You know what I mean? There's always that weird friend that's like, doesn't.
Girl, oh.
Yeah, that doesn't like beat you up for it.
I can see Jen saying that. Girl, go get that dick. Wait.
Like,
Well,
go have fun. So? It's crazy.
Yeah, don't worry. It's sad. You already told me his sex is whack. This guy looks like he beat it down. And then and then she was like, okay, I'll go. Girl, he's buying us drinks. And then all that. She was like, and then she answering for, he was like, yo, you want to get out of here? Jen is like, yes, she does. Bye, girl. And,
right. Set it up. I'm very interested to see if this is going to if something's going to be exposed.
I can't wait.
But I did love the fact that that Heather shut down Whitney.
Whitney talks to
him. And it was just like, yo, I don't care. It's not my business. I was like, that's a badass move. Man.
I love that because most women are intrigued and they're like, yeah, we should address it. She was like, I don't care. It's none of my business. I love that. Yeah.
So I did like that. I thought that was cool.
That's our girl.
Then we got the dinner. Dude, that was kind of interesting. The whole situation. So these guys don't know each other.
Not from a can of paint.
Mm-hmm. Seth immediately opens up with, so you're Muslim, right? You can't drink? And then Coach is like, no, I don't drink. And he's like, can you have multiple wives? And he's like, actually, we can still have multiple wives. Jen's like, no, you aren't.
I'm trying to tell you. Now,
I think he's like that player thing.
I try to tell you. Now, Seth is annoying. Now, in this sport.
He's like a little brother.
He was jealous at the fact that Coach Shaw was getting a lot of attention for him.
Yeah.
And he goes, you only asked me one question. Well, you said a week. Cut to him, right? So now he's trying to yeah. So what do Muslims? Just like Mormons.
It was like kind of rude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was like rude. It was like, why are you going so hard? But then Lisa's husband,
John.
So Seth turns to John and goes, "Hey, John, well, as you're a Mormon, what can you allow?" Who's like, "Well, we're not allowed alcohol.
Yeah.
We're not allowed
sex before marriage.
We're not allowed caffeine. We're not allowed all these things." And then it was like, "Oh, okay." And then Coach goes, "So last time I checked, it seems a little weird that you own an alcohol company." Like he went straight for the jugular too, and I was like, "Damn, Coach!" Like
hit Lisa with it.
He went even harder than Seth. And then I loved Lisa and John's like squirrely squirm in response to that whole thing.
Yep. Okay. Do you know what they said?
Well, it reminded me. So I grew up, a Christian household, and I grew up in the religious world. And it reminds me of any time someone tries to rationalize their lifestyle with their religion, and if it doesn't match up. And it's always like, well, it's a lifestyle choice, and we aren't really like hardcore about it, and we really just feel like it's more of a choice that we get to have, and like, but we're not like super stressed about it. It's like, it's always like, let me just figure out a way. It doesn't make any sense. You're with a religion that says you cannot drink alcohol
at all,
and your business is to sell alcohol.
Thank you. So what does that mean?
It means
you're a hypocrite.
A hypocrite. What do you think about it?
I think that's very phony, but at the same time, like, you can't believe into something. You can't be fully like you walk. It's no such thing as walk a straight path, but you're crooked a little. Yeah. No, you walk that straight path. That's why it's called straight path.
Right.
Anytime you like go, it's always going to be a distraction on that straight path. And what do? Of course, we have like these hazards in our road. But if we walk that straight path, we believe in what we believe and what we were taught. But no, we can't say, I'm going to go over here, but I'm still going to believe in this. And I'm going to do like, no, that's phony. And that's how I feel about it.
And if you would be right if they were true Mormons.
Yeah.
But the reality is this.
They're not.
It comes back to the theory we talked about. Lisa is a mastermind.
Okay.
And she has looked at Mormonism as an angle for her to be in business. So she doesn't follow the rules of Mormonism, but she calls herself a Mormon in order to get in with probably the people who run Sundance, to get in with that community.
Yeah.
Her husband's probably similar. And it's like this whole thing. It's like we don't really follow Mormonism, but we call ourselves Mormons so that we don't get rejected by people locally.
Now, does it go back to episode 1 when Lisa was like shading Heather, and Heather is a real Mormon? Like she lived by it.
She used to live by it. Right.
Used to live by it. So you think that the fact that she, Lisa called herself Mormon, but she's not really.
Lisa's not a real Mormon.
But Heather is. So that is that like a little?
Well, Heather's not anymore. Remember, she just renounced it last episode. Just not.
But I'm saying, you remember in episode 1.
Right. So here's what I think. I think that Lisa is like someone who looks at a church like a real estate possible investment. They're like, that church is full of people, and people are possible business opportunities.
Yeah.
So I think that Lisa will like go out of her way to try to look Mormon, but realistically is not a Mormon.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, it's like she looks at it like a networking opportunity.
Correct.
So that's why it doesn't make any sense. You can't sell alcohol while you're in a religion that condemns alcohol. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
It's like put it in Muslim terms. It's like kosher selling bacon.
100%.
And that's frowned upon. Muslims don't eat pork.
It's like Coach Shaw selling alcohol.
Yeah. It doesn't,
you know what I mean?
It goes against it.
Both religions say no alcohol. One person's selling alcohol, one person's not. And Coach Shaw was like, last time I checked, this feels a little weird.
Hit him with the juggler. I love that.
It was great.
Yeah.
I just love how hard he went. He's like, okay, so last time he just went right at him. And I was like,
subtle.
whoa. Like, okay. Then we get into, I also like that out of nowhere, Jen just goes, ladies, are we ready for the jacuzzi? And the girls are like, what? Like, we're just eat dinner. Like, why are we going in the jacuzzi? Lisa's like, I just ate dinner. Like, I'm kind of full. I don't want to go. And this is like, okay, I guess we're doing this. So like, they split up, jacuzzi, and then what is it? Shuffleboard? Kind of a weird game, but okay.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
A weird thing for 50-year-old men to be playing, but whatever. Okay.
That's not their house.
Oh, right.
That's not their house.
Yeah, that's true. You think it's just a rental.
This is the reason why Jen is so eager. Let's get in the hot tub. Because we only got the house for a couple hours. Like, bitch, wait,
that
what?
Makes sense.
It's not their house. I watched it. Like, this whole time, I look for pictures.
It's Airbnb.
I look for pictures on the wall. The house is too clean. It's an air. They're written
it's an
it.
Airbnb for the whole season.
The whole season. And he knows it. She knows it. Like, come on. A lot of black guys. What is that? Shuffleboard? If you have all that money, it's pool tables.
Yeah.
It's like 30 big TVs in the goddamn.
Yes.
Like, shuffleboard.
And
he sucked.
He sucked.
It's not their house.
If you own a shuffleboard,
it's not their house.
You're good at it.
Okay, go ahead. That's the reason why she won.
I love that.
Okay, go ahead.
And I've heard theories. I agree with you. It's not their house.
It's not their house.
So he's just like, let's play this weird game. I don't even know how to play it really.
I don't even know.
She's like, let's use the jacuzzi because we're only here for like another month.
It's not their house.
You're absolutely right.
Somebody's perpetrating a fraud.
Anyone who owns a jacuzzi doesn't rush their friends right after dinner to jacuzzi.
Thank you.
That's like a rushed move.
That's a rush move. Like, girl, we don't even have bikinis. Well, don't worry. I bought us bikinis.
Yeah.
What?
Like, what?
She knew. She was like, I only had it for a couple hours. Yeah, but go ahead.
Dude, not having it.
Yeah.
But what I do love is the fact that they're like separated this whole time and they're just talking shit the whole time on each other. Especially the guys.
Yes.
The guys were whining the whole time. They're like, ugh. And so like each guy took a turn.
Yeah.
Coach, what was he saying?
He's like, thing about Jen is they don't understand my family. Like, I get it. I'm going all the time.
Yeah.
And it said, well, my work is we don't like it. Over time, they're not going to grow to love it.
Right.
Like, I'm always gone. But listen, I would I want to be here? Yes. That's a lie.
Right.
He doesn't want to be there.
No.
You see that family? Come on. He's having a good
First time in months he's been here.
And he leaves literally after that scene.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gone tomorrow.
Like, when you leave? Well, shit, as soon as I finish this conversation. Like, you know what I mean? So then he complains about the Jen and how she communicates. And he says, she goes for the juggle when you are. He's like, damn, why it's a butter knife.
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to stab me in the womb with a goddamn butter knife? Mm-hmm. And he's like, bro, she don't know how to express herself.
Right.
And then cut to Jen. What is she saying in the hot tub?
What did she say? She was like...
She was like, Coach, like the thing about she wants him around.
Oh, yeah. She was like, I want him around.
And we seen this whole story. She of course she want him around. Yeah. But at the same time, the fact that you think like one Jen equals 45 wives is the reason why he don't want to be around.
Right.
Who wants to be married with 45? Listen, I'm not. Again, I don't know Muslims. I don't know too much of Islam. They have several wives, but I'm pretty sure 45 is redundant.
At
that point. And she literally has 45 different personalities.
Yes, that's a lot of wives.
So that's why he's not around.
That's why he's not around.
And and then it cuts back, and then we have John and Seth input. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We have
they're like, I'm sorry about that. And then they start complaining about their shit.
Yeah.
And then John's just like, it's difficult because she works a lot and I'm trying to be patient now and I'm trying to learn. And he was cracking me up just because he was like doing this thing where he was trying to be the train guy. Mm-hmm. He's trying to be like, oh yeah, And it's really difficult, and it's really hard for me. And then it cuts over to Lisa, and Lisa's like, I want my man to do everything. For me. Mm-hmm. And I want him to take care of me, and I want him to take care of everything for me. And I don't want him to say a single word out of place.
That's fair.
And the girls are like, oh, yeah. And that cuts back to Lisa's a mastermind. Mm-hmm. She got her guy in a religion who, in those type of religion, the man takes care of the woman.
Yeah, but that's so far.
But she picks a religion where the guy takes care of her.
Yeah.
But then she also defies the religion by selling booze and being the one who is killing it.
The breadwinner.
So it's hilarious to me where she's just got this whole perfect thing like mapped out and planned to where she can just dominate every angle of her life.
Yeah.
But what was John? John was saying something that was killing me about her. You remember what he was saying?
No, I was more.
I'm trying to remember what he was saying to the effect of like, I'm trying to learn to be patient and I'm trying to learn to be honest. And he's just trying to make up like this bullshit where I'm frustrated that she's working so much and I make more money than her. And I don't know why the hell this is happening.
But
like that's what he's trying to say, but he's coming through in some weird way where he's like, yeah, and I'm trying to recognize.
You can't really express yourself to dudes you just met. So so he's kind of like, it's like mellow. It's like, let me just drop that out here. See if they want to help me if they're going through the same situation. Yes. But apparently Coach Shaw, he thinks his wife is so sweet. And Whitney was like, do you know your husband?
Funny. Yeah. Like, huh?
And hold on, do you know your wife? Yeah, stop. DJ, stop that. Stop playing the music. So, he's complaining about Jen, and we all can agree Jen has a mouth on her. Even when like John and Seth just met her, like the girl says a lot. And then John just like, yeah, man, he's throwing out this, like, I really want her to work. I don't want her to work and all this stuff. He was like, what about you guys? And Seth goes, well, shit, I'm good. I'm happy.
Yeah, Seth was the best one. Yeah. Seth was like, listen, I'm a little drunk right now. Actually, I'm a lot of drunk right now. Seth was wasted.
Yeah.
And Seth was just kind of like, hey, man, like, I'm working on some things.
Yeah.
We're working on them together.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to go well.
That's it.
And both the guys were like, fuck you. Like, they were both like, my wife's bugging me. He comes out with the like, I'm just trying to survive this. And the last thing in the world I want is to, on television later on, after I've made up with my wife, to see that I was talking shit. So him
and Meredith had the same game plan because Meredith did the same thing in the hot tub.
And Jen both played it cool.
Jen got pissed off. She was being vulnerable. She was like, girl, I know your shit don't. Yeah. You know your shit like stinks, right? Don't act like you're like,
no, we're just working on it.
We're just working on it. And she was like, she said in her confessional in her interview, she was like, listen, it's not them place to know what my relationship is right now, which is fair.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, I'll tell them when it needs to be. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she knows that Jen knows about the situation. Yeah. So why was she like?
Jen was rolling her eyes. She's like,
yes. She was like, but why would
everything's fine.
Why would Jen expect her to expose herself in front of Lisa? Lisa, her best friend. Like, she don't even know, like, stop it. Get over yourself, Jen. And you in that fake ass house.
I want Jen to blow it up. Next week, we got drama. Do you see the preview?
Mary lives
I see Jen throwing drinks. Jen's crying, which is showing a little new side.
Yeah, and Mary's not even there.
I'm sorry, Mary's crying, but so because they say it looks like Jen throws a huge party.
For Coach Shaw.
Mary's not invited.
No.
Mary's crying about it, which is interesting. We see like a soft side to her. But I do love the fact that we see Jen throwing a glass, and your boy loves a glass throwing.
On every season, it has
I want to see people just freaking out.
And she's like, stop mentioning Mary. Like, Mary lives in it. Mary's not even at the party.
Mary owns a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Jen's head.
Here's the thing. I think
oceanfront.
Yeah.
Gorgeous pool.
She's mad that Mary really has a house and she has an Airbnb. She has a lot of money. I don't care how did Mary get her money. She has money. Jen is just, again, perpetrating a fraud.
And Mary also owns that property in Jen's head. And that's what I love about it.
I love that. And Mary's
a little sad she's left out.
Yeah.
Jen is at her own party and freaking out about it. And she's not even there.
No. And I love how her husband goes, listen, I know you ain't crying over that. Come on now, get it together. You're right.
He's like, I can't even get out of this house to go to the party. So let's not even worry about that.
I'm upstairs. You FaceTime me upstairs. You know I can. It's a lot of steps.
I can't come downstairs.
Can't come down there now. You mess me. I'm watching my stories. John Wayne, boy,
I'm watching my TikToks.
I'm watching
what?
What?
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see kind of the drama there because Jen and Mary, will that ever die? I don't think it ever will. I've seen tweets post that like them talking shit on each other.
I love that. I love Mary, man, because Jen is fake. I love realness. Like everyone is like showing us the real. Like, yeah, Mary, she's like, yo, grandfather in church. She has it. Mm-hmm. And Jen, what does she has? She has her assistants feeding her grapes. Mm-hmm. What goddamn assistant that known assistant is trying to be a boss?
And when you're paying them, that's not real friendship.
It's not real friendship. Well,
she even made it like I don't even know who this person is. Mary's a love-hate. Yeah. Little tiny thing on the side. You saw that thing we posted, right?
Yeah.
The alcohol thing with Whitney.
Oh, shots fired. Yeah. Ooh, shots fired.
I was dirty. I saw her post that. So if you don't know or follow us on Instagram, please do.
House cats.
Whitney posted. So you know that thing that's going on in Instagram where you like people ask questions and they answer, and it was like
it's the end of the year.
End of the year thing. Yeah. And I said, "What's your favorite tequila?"
Yeah.
And she said Casamigos. Mm-hmm. She did not say Lisa's tequila. And I was like, that is a dirty shot.
On purpose.
That is a shot.
I think you might be.
And we tagged him. Yeah. Lisa answered. Whitney, we had to hear an answer.
Lisa.
Well, Lisa just kind of like, clapped like, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So I was hoping to get a little Whitney to come out, but she's too classy with it. Yeah. But I was like, Whitney, I know what you're doing.
We're going to break Whitney.
Slick move.
We're going to
break her. We'll get to her.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Awesome work. Next week, again, like, subscribe on YouTube, comment, keep listening, tell your friends.
House cats.
Good shit. We'll see you next week. See ya.